Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's vlog, I'm not gonna be making a tutorial, but I'll be telling you my story on how I cope up with COVID-19. Yes, I did have a positive result for COVID-19. It was, I think, last week of March when I had that. So here's the story. I'm gonna spill the tea, but not all of the details. I think that's the time as well when there's an outbreak here in British Columbia. Because before March, dine-in and everything is still open, but we're still following social distancing. Then I got this COVID result. And yeah, I didn't expect that because I thought I'm just having a fever due to weather change. Since there's snow, then the next day it will be sunny. Then after 3 hours, it will snow again. So I thought my body is just changing because of that. Then later on, after 2 days, I still have this fever. And that alarms me. And since I had the symptoms of COVID, I immediately booked for an appointment for a COVID test, which is so accessible and so convenient for me because I just need to call a hotline. Then they will ask the symptoms that you got. So I just explain them on which day it started and where I possibly got it, something like that. So yeah, after 2 days, they messaged me that I am positive and I need to isolate immediately. Well, I did not went out on that day when I felt like sick. Like I feel really sick, I feel really tired. Like my body just want to rest. It feels like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'll be honest with you, at first I don't believe in COVID. Then I experience it. Then yeah, so all of these things, fever, headache, cough, cold, tiredness, vomiting or nauseous, and diarrhea. I felt all of that all at once. So just imagine how hard it is. So here's the thing, why I'm telling this story. I just wanted to let you know, especially those who wants to come here in Canada, that Canada is so supportive with internationals. Well, not only for international students, but for those individuals who's in their country. I have noticed when I'm talking to my family, okay, this thing is not only for the government, but for the people of Canada itself. So I'm telling my family that I am positive for COVID, and they're so worried. I am worried as well because, well, of what I'm feeling, but they're worried like, oh, people might not talk to you, people might be distant because you have this COVID, blah blah blah. Like, do you have money, something like that. And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, people don't see you as like, people don't discriminate you just because you tested positive. That's the main thing, based on my family's story on what's happening in the Philippines. So they're saying that in the Philippines, when you're tested positive, people will be like distant. They will be like, instead of helping you or having this empathy that you got the COVID, they'll be more of distant to you. They'll not look at you, they will make chismes of you, something like that. So yeah, that's the good thing here. Here in Canada, people will be like, oh, how are you? Are you okay? Like, do you need anything? I can drop food for you. Something like that. So you'll feel this concern from the people around you. That's what I like in here. As well as they will not judge you if you got COVID. Well, it's common. Like, what can we do, right? It's our body that's adapting it, that's having it. Like, we cannot do anything Because I know I'm wearing a mask and I'm doing hand washing, but there will be times when you'll remove it and you don't even know who is positive, right? So we cannot do anything about it. But the thing is, it will give you more stress if you're sick, then the people around you are judging you or talking about you. Well, yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to say. Like, here in Canada, you'll not feel judged or discriminated just because you got sick or whatever it is. Another thing, there's two types of testing for COVID here in Canada. So there's the gargle and the swab. Of course, I chose the gargle because I don't want the swab based on what I have watched, that when they'll do the swab it hurts so much. So I was like, no, not gonna happen. It's pretty fast because I got my test Wednesday and I got my result Friday. Well, in this matter, I cannot blame the Philippines or the government in our country, because here in Canada we're paying for health insurance for international students. But recently, those who's on work permit and permanent resident don't need to pay for health insurance. So I don't know how they're working on it. Maybe they're getting it on the taxes. I don't know. So whoever knows about it, please comment down below, because I also wanted to know how they're doing it. But it's really good here. That's maybe one reason why most of the Filipinos or people from other country wants to come here, because the government and the people itself will take care of you. Another thing, for my 14 days isolation, so the doctor or nurses will call you every day. They'll be like, how are you feeling now? Do you have any symptoms as of now? Then we'll call you tomorrow if you're okay, or if you need something, just let us know. And if you need a medicine or food, grocery, we can drop you to your place. Like, oh wow. Oh yeah, they're so helpful here. I don't know what to say. So yeah, those are the things that I have experienced with me being a positive, COVID positive. And I know in the Philippines that when you get tested, people will be like, you're getting COVID even if you're not, so that they will be confined in the hospital and it will be deducted on your PhilHealth. I don't know how it works, but it shouldn't be like that, right? But people were like, you are sick because you need to be sick. I really just want to share my experience so that you'll be aware that even if you're an international student, even if your status is not a permanent resident, the government will help you. And Northern Lights as well help the students. So you'll just fill out emergency form. They will give you a $300 per month. So yeah, people here are so supportive. And I really don't have anything to say, but I'm just thankful that even if we're just an international student, Canada helped me to survive that stage. It's really difficult having the COVID. So now, I don't know. So now I'm more cautious. Like, okay, I got the COVID. That's just what I wanted to say. Just giving you awareness that people here will help you and will not just say that you're positive just because they wanted to say that you're positive. I hope this gives you some knowledge on how it works with COVID-19 here in Canada. I don't know about other province, but here in British Columbia, that's what I experienced. So yeah. And I'm gonna make more vlogs soon, and I'll see you. Bye.